So we are ready for the start of the second half here today at Case Field. It is 30-14. Case on top, and Kenyon will have the ball to start play here in the second half. Charlie Small takes the kickoff from the 1-yard line, gets out to the 18. He's wrapped up there. DJ Sutka in on the tackle, along with Greg Meyer. And the Lords will take over on their own 18-yard line to start play here in the third quarter. 30-14 Case, as they have racked up some very impressive offensive numbers today.
Well, and that score is not really indicative of the disparity on the stat sheet. Case with 300 yards in total offense.
They will hand the ball to Kyle Toot to start the second half. He is hit at the line of scrimmage and dropped. Jake May in there on the tackle. Also had some help in there from Rich Doolin. And it will be a second down and long. He might have picked up half a yard there. Second down and 10 for the Kenyon Lords, who did pull to within 10 at 24-14, but then Case marched down in the final minute. Here's a pass out to Leskoski. He makes the catch, spins around away from a tackler, dives out over the 25, so he picks up about 7 on that play. It'll be short of the first down, third down and 3. Although Case did not score in that final minute, they were able to push the drive up with the score up with a previous touchdown to make it 30-14, and then they misfired on the field goal at the last second of the first half.
Michael Beck is checked in at wide receiver for Kenyon. That's the first time we've seen Beck this afternoon.
Hermanson will keep the football, gets out to the 29-yard line and has the first down.
Michael
Jeff Brown
Beck
with the tackle.
Well, and Beck was an integral part of that team last year for Kenyon. Had some big catches in the second half. First time we've seen him on the field today.
Pick up enough for the first down for Hermanson. It's on the 30-yard line now. He picked up 3 yards to get the first down. Hermanson will fire it out to Von Kahn. He's tackled by Bobby Bott as he makes the catch at about the 32-yard line. Short pickup, long second down coming up for the Kenyon Lords. Great to have you with us today for Case football here on a beautiful sunny afternoon in Cleveland, Ohio. The season opener for the Spartans as they try to extend a 21-game regular season winning streak. Hermanson takes the snap. He will fire it out to Von Kahn. Again on a little screen pass, breaks a tackler, runs out of his shoe, and gets out to the 45-yard line.
That's the first time today we've seen Kenyon really escape a tackle and pick up big yardage after contact. For the most part, the Case defense has been very sure tackling. That carries over from the last couple of years we've seen that. But there, Von Kahn was able to get away, pick up about 10 yards after catching the football in initial contact.
Somebody grabbed him by the ankles, ripped his shoe off, but he was still on his feet, picks up 10 yards on the play. It's 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Kenyon operating in their own territory. Case with 4 defensive backs in the game right now. They'll snap it back to Hermanson. He'll fire again for Von Kahn, and he is hit as the ball arrived by Bobby Bott. That's a good matchup today. A couple of All-Americans. Second down and 10 from the 45-yard line. Von Kahn trying to make an adjustment on his uniform, and he does get back in the game here as Hermanson finishes up his snap count. Now Toot gets the handoff, but he is hit and dropped by Rich Doolin in the backfield. No gain for Kyle Toot. Might have lost a yard here, Ed. That was some great pressure by Case coming through the line.
Well, Jeff Brown just came on a blitz through the vacated space of a pulling right guard and was able to get in the backfield, really disrupt the play before it got started.
Loss of 3 on the play for Kyle Toot. He has really been held in check today. Just 13 yards on the ground for the fine runner Kyle Toot, the senior. Now it is 3rd down and 13, and flags come out. And it looked like a false start or illegal procedure on the Kenyon Lords, so a 5-yard penalty will now make it 3rd and 18 for the Lords. They will mark it all the way back now to the 37.
Looked like Jeremy Owler, the left tackle, raised up out of his stance, moved his shoulders and his head enough before the snap count.
So they mark it back now to the 37-yard line, and that's where Hermanson will work from the shotgun. He'll take the snap right about the 31. He'll try and keep it himself. Moves ahead, gets out to the 40-yard line. And he is hit and hit hard. That was an unusual play call there on 3rd and 18 to expose your quarterback that way, but he takes the hit, hops up, heads over to the sideline. He got out to the 42-yard line, picks up 5 the hard way, and it's 4th and 13. Matt Martin on to punt now for Kenyon, and Sean Nicely and Bobby Bott will drop back deep for Case. Here is the kick. It's a decent kick, end over end, and it will be a fair catch signaled for, but then Bott lets it hit the ground. And it's covered down there by Kenyon's Jason Maxson. And the Spartans will take over at the 23, make that the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Spartans as the offensive unit jogs back out. Now, Dan Whalen, 20 of 23, 293 yards. He's just 13 yards away from his personal career high of 306 yards. But Whalen starts here in the 3rd quarter. 10:57 to go in the 3rd. 30-14, Case leading it by 16 points. They go to Greg Meyer. He has running room across the 35, out near the 40-yard line before he's tripped up and ends up out of bounds over at the 40.
New formation for the Spartans coming out in the second half. They show the I backfield for the first time this afternoon with Chekin as the fullback and Meyer as the tailback.
Yeah, Meyer rushes for 12 yards. He now has 39 yards on the day. I formation again behind Whalen. 2 receivers on the left and 1 on the right. Chekin is the fullback. Dan Whalen takes the snap. He'll go back and hand to Meyer again. Dives forward out close to the 44-yard line. A pickup of 4 more. 2nd down and 6 coming up for Case.
A traditional pro set there with the 3 wide receivers, Baxton and I.
Home games coming up this year for Case. Oberlin College 2 weeks from today, and that will be a night game, a 7 p.m. game with fireworks to follow. That's Saturday, September 19th against Oberlin. Whalen takes the snap again, fakes the handoff, looks to throw, almost slipped on the turf. He'll go down. Whalen slipped, and that allowed the Kenyon defenders time to close ground on him. He was finally brought down by Harrison Scott, the junior defensive lineman. 2nd sack of the day on Whalen. Marks the football all the way back to the 34-yard line. And 3rd and 16 coming up for Case. Spartans will also be hosting Ohio Wesleyan on the 17th of October. That will be a 1 o'clock start here against the Battling Bishops. 9:15 to go, 3rd quarter. Whalen back to throw on 3rd and 16. Rolls out to the right, looking for an open man. Finds the outlet receiver, that's Greg Meyer. He spins out close to midfield, and he'll be just short of the 1st down. Ends up getting tackled at about the 48-yard line.
That'll be
pick up 14 yards.
And that'll give Dan Whalen a personal best.
They are going to, now they start the clock again. For a moment, I thought they were going to measure it, but it's well short of the 1st down, 2 yards short. 4th down and 2, and the Spartans will come on. We'll see Whalen punt for the first time this season. Terrific punter, overshadowed by his performance as quarterback. Averaged 36 yards per kick last year as the primary punter for the Spartans, and he gets off a booming kick here. This one will end up landing in the end zone.
52-yard kick for Dan Whalen.
Whalen now on the day, we'll wait on the update here on the official stats, but that should make it 307 yards passing today, which would set a new career high for Dan Whalen. Ended up short of the 1st down, and he punts it away. And the Lords will take over now with 8:20 to play here in the third quarter. 30-14 Case. Kenyon still in this game if they can march down the field. Charlie Small makes the catch. Little swing pass out over the 20-yard line. And he is tackled at the 22. It'll be 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Lords. Charlie Small with his 3rd catch of the day. Sophomore out of Columbus, Ohio. 8:01 to go. Third quarter. Clock continues to move on a sunny Saturday afternoon here in University Circle. Hermanson again will work from the shotgun. Toot to his left. Fakes the handoff. Rolls to the left. Looking to throw. Now pump fakes. Can't get rid of the football. Everybody covered. And he is leveled by Jake May in the backfield.
Well, May left his feet on the pump fake. But when he came down, he landed on Hermanson. Hermanson ran right into the play fake after he got Jake May elevated.
Yeah, he ended up right under Jake, which was probably not the plan. 3rd down and 9. He only lost a yard on that play. 3rd and 9 from the 21. They need to make the 30 for a 1st down. Important play here for Kenyon. Hermanson takes the snap. Looks to throw. Goes over the middle for Leskoski. He does make the catch, but he's well short of the 1st down. He's at the 27-yard line. He was run over there by Dan Calabrese on the defensive coverage. And the punting unit will come on nicely, and Bott will drop back deep as Kenyon will be forced on a 3 and out to punt the football away. And the Spartans will get it back, leading it by a score of 30-14. They're about 3 yards short. I don't know that they would try any type of fake here, Ed, to try and get a 1st down.
Not at this part of the field.
Here is the kick. It is a short kick, and it will bounce and take a Kenyon bounce. It's taken by nicely at the 35-yard line, and then he's tackled quickly. Jordan Brooks in there on the punt coverage, the freshman out of Howard, Ohio. Played at Mount Vernon High School. 3rd man of our broadcast team today, Kyle Akins. He's down on the sideline. Let's check in with Kyle.
He feels that several of his players are just going at tackles with their arms and not properly wrapping up guys. While Case tackled much better that last possession, I would still expect this to be a focal point of practice this upcoming week. Back to you, Dave.
Thank you, Kyle. And, yeah, we did see Marcus get a little upset on a couple of series in the 1st half. Case back with the ball now. Meyer breaks it open in the middle of the field. Hits the 40 and gets out to the 45-yard line before he's finally tackled. And that's a pickup of close to 10 for Greg Meyer, who's really starting to turn up the yardage here. That'll put him over the 50-yard mark for the day. Greg Meyer last year carried the ball 79 times and led the team with 454 yards on the ground, averaged 5.5 yards a carry. And that was tops in the UAA among backs that had carried 70 or more times. Whalen throws to the middle of the field. This is Meyer on the receiving end to the opposite 45. Another 10-yard pickup for the Spartans as Meyer catches out of the backfield. Meyer caught 7 balls last year, so he is an adept receiver. 5:32 to play here in the third quarter as Case starts to march down here, leading it by 16 points. Holmick is out wide to the left. Brian Webster is checked in, slot receiver on the left. 2 on the right, that's Colasar and Nicely. Whalen takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Deitman, wants to throw, stands in the pocket, now rolls left, fires out to the sideline, wide open. Zach Holmick still on his feet at the 30-yard line, is hit and knocked back, and Zach Holmick makes the catch. That'll be a 16-yard pickup for the junior out of Chicago, Illinois.
Whalen with a little pause step in the pocket, bought him some time, and he rolled to his left, waited for Holmick to come back, find a spot on the sideline, and just drilled him right in the number.
Well, set up at the 30-yard line. Whalen now up to 333 yards receiving, the all-time record, 402 yards by Eli Grant back in 2002 in a game against Washington University. Whalen pump fakes, buys some time. Now he starts to run with it, and he has some open field to the 25, out to the 20-yard line. Tackled near the 21 Finally wrapped up and brought down by Kyle Bailey, the freshman linebacker out of Shelby, Ohio. Whalen, for the first time today, taking off and running with it. And you hold your breath a little bit when that happens, especially against this Kenyan team, given the history between these teams.
Well, it was a year ago that Whalen
absolutely
rolled to his right, did the same thing, except along the sideline when he stepped out of bounds. Twisted his knee or ankle and was out for about a game and a half.
Well, he picks up 9 on that play. They'll swing it out to Nicely. He has the first down and more. Still on his feet past the 15, down to the 10. Tackled near the 9-yard line. Little swing pass out to Nicely. And he had some good blocking out in front of it, but Nicely comes up limping badly. And he is asking to come out of the game, motoring on his own power over near the sideline. And there's also a shaken-up Kenyan player as well.
Dan Runnels, I think.
Could not see the number of the Kenyan player who is down, but they are taking a look at him. So that was a rough play on the end of that run by Sean Nicely. Nicely ends up shaken up, and the Kenyan player is down as well. 3:56 to play here in the third quarter, 30-14. Case leading it. We'll take a 30-second break here while they take care of the injured player on the field. Case leading it here in the home opener, and we'll be back after this 30-second timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Whalen calling out the signals as we get back to action here. Takes the snap, rolls out to throw. Whalen rolls way out to the right, lofts it toward the end zone, and it is caught but out of bounds. Holmick ends up ranging over there. Actually ended up dropping the football as he went to the turf, but he was well out of bounds there as Whalen just threw it away, and Holmick, who has been red hot today, almost caught that ball.
Holmick came out of nowhere. I think Whalen was thinking he was going to look to DJ Sutka ahead in the area and just overthrow Sutka and get the ball out of bounds. And here came Holmick out of nowhere to slide and catch the football, but well out of bounds.
Holmick had a great catch at the end of the first half, sliding near midfield to haul in a Whalen pass. So it is second down and goal from the 10. Whalen again steps back to throw. Good protection for Whalen. Now he starts to run it himself again, reverses direction, gets out near the 7, and he's tackled by 3 Kenyan players, and he hops right up.
That injured player for Kenyon was Dan Runnels, the senior linebacker.
He ended up walking off after getting some attention from the training staff, so we hope he's okay. Whalen runs for 2 yards. It is third down and 8 now for Case from the 8-yard line. Third and goal. 30-14 Case. 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Dan Whalen drops back. He has Meyer in the backfield. Shotgun snap. Whalen goes to Meyer at the 10, at the 5, makes for the pylon, and he's knocked out of bounds, and he will be just short of the goal line. They will mark it at the 2-yard line. I thought he might have gotten even closer than that.
Unless they're going to say that Meyer's foot hit the edge line as he took off for the pylon.
So Sam Coffey will come on, and he'll have another opportunity to set the all-time field goal record at Case Western Reserve. He missed one at the end of the first half. He does have a 20-yard field goal today. They will spot this one at the 10. He kicks it. It is on its way. This one is good. Another 20-yard field goal for Sam Coffey. And he is now the record holder at Case Western Reserve University with his 23rd career field goal. 2:34 to play here in the third quarter. Now 33-14 Case. We'll take this 30-second timeout. Back with more in a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Sam Coffey with a pair of field goals today, both of 20 yards. And he now has 23 career field goals, surpassing the school record previously held by Mike Weber from 1983 to 1985. And now the Spartans lead it by a score of 33-14. Here's the kickoff from Coffey. It goes all the way back to the 3-yard line. Dropped by Harry Von Kahn. He picks it up, hits the 10. Now he's looking for an alley upfield. Gets out to the 14-yard line before he's wrestled to the ground. And the Lords will start deep in their own territory, down 33-14.
And the field judge from the 40-yard line has thrown a flag all the way to the 15. After the play was over, another penalty coming up.
This officiating crew has some of the best throwing arms we've seen. They are walking backwards, so it looks like it will be against Kenyon. Illegal chop block, and they're going to mark this one back against Kenyon.
Officially for Case, the 9-play, 63-yard drive, a 20-yard field goal by Sam Coffey was the end result. 33-14 Case leading.
Greg Meyer caught a couple of passes on that drive.
Spartans offense has now reached the 400-yard mark, 49 plays, 400 yards in offense. Dan Whalen, 25 of 29, 351 yards passing.
Yeah, Whalen with 4 touchdown passes today, 3 of them to Tim Cowdrick and 1 to DJ Sutka. They will flip this one out to Kyle Toot on the pitch. He gets across the 10-yard line. Pickup of maybe 3. Second down coming up for the Kenyon Lords with 2:10 to play here in the third quarter. And Sam Coffey with the new school record for field goals today. Dan Whalen approaching a possible record for passing yardage in a game.
And passing yards in a career. He needed 412 to tie, 413 coming into the game.
We really did not expect to be close to that here in the first game of the year, but that's exactly what has transpired today. Hermanson firing for Von Kahn, overthrows the target. Brad Paramore there defensively, and it'll be 3rd down and 7 for Kenyon. Case has won 6 straight games in this series. Kenyon leads the all-time series 15-10. There was one tie. Case last season was 18th among all Division III teams in scoring offense at 37.8 points a game. 10th in scoring defense at 13.9. So they were in the top 20 in both categories in all of NCAA Division III last season.
Well, they gave up 14 points in the first half to Kenyon last year. They only gave up 17 points in the entire first half.
They swing it out to Kyle Toot on a screen pass. He breaks over the left side and gets past the 15-yard line. A pickup of 5. They'll be short of the first down. Looks like it'll be 4th and about 2 for the Kenyon Lords here with 1:20 to play in the third quarter. Case leading it by 19 points, 33-14, and the Lords will punt it away. Sean Nicely will drop back for Case. He is stationed at his own 45-yard line. Yeah, after that first half against the Lords, Case went on last year to really shut teams down in the first half completely. This one will sail over Nicely's head, and it will bounce all the way back to the 29-yard line. That's where it will be downed by the Lords. So a good bounce on the punt by Martin, and Case will come out deep in their own territory with under a minute to go now in the third quarter at 47.8 seconds to play. And a wise move really there, Ed, by Nicely to let that ball go over his head and just take the ball rather than risk a punt return. Right now, not to play it in a paranoid manner, but you really want to limit your opportunities for injuries here in a game such as this when you're leading by 19, almost to the fourth quarter. Whalen will go back to throw. They come at him on the blitz, and he is going to go down. Whalen is sacked. They had about 4 guys back in there. First one to Whalen. Leading the charge was Brandon Ventling, the junior defensive lineman out of Gates Mills, Ohio.
Drew Dixon was up front. He'll come back out of the game. A 15-yard loss on first down for the Spartans.
It is now a long second down, a 2nd and 25 for Case. Whalen fakes, draw play. They hand it to Meyer straight up the middle. Big yardage out across the 25, out near the 29-yard line.
We get the yardage back again, and Dan Runnels is hurt for the Lords again.
Yeah, he goes over to the sideline holding his left arm, and that's going to do it for the end of the third quarter. So an injury for Kenyon on the play. They'll change sides, and the Spartans lead it by a score of 33-14 at the end of 3 quarters. We'll be back with fourth quarter action coming up in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Wings it toward the end zone, and it is caught. Touchdown.
Celebrate the past, embrace your future. Alumni Weekend and Homecoming. Register online.
15.65. One also finished 9th in the 100-meter dash, left away 4-1, 15th in both the javelin, 39.24 meters, and 400-meter dash, 52.97, and 16th in the 1,500-meter run. The time of that was 5:15.77 seconds.
Picture perfect day for the start of college football here in the Cleveland area. Spartans back out on the field. 3rd down and 9. Football marked on the 29-yard line to start the fourth quarter. 33-14 Case. Whalen rolls out to throw. Lots of time. Now it starts to break down. He's in trouble, and he will go down again. Kenyon getting to Whalen with a little more regularity now. He goes down for the second time on this drive, and he's tackled back at the 21-yard line. And so that brings about a long 4th down for Case, and Whalen will have to punt it away. Whalen came over to the sideline during the break, Ed. Looked like he took a shot to the face. Might have had a nosebleed going.
Yeah, they were working on trying to stop the bleeding coming out of his nose. And the first play in the fourth quarter, he gets sacked and now is forced to stand out there and punt away.
Here's the snap back to him. Whalen gets a low line drive away. This will take a good Case bounce and roll all the way back near. Well, let's see. Did somebody touch that ball? That ball was down at the 33-yard line, but it looked like somebody touched it back near like the 37.
Well, that's where they're going to mark it, at the 37.
So the Lords will come out and take over, trailing 33-14. After this first play of the drive, we'll check in with Kyle Akins on the sideline. Beautiful day here in Cleveland, Ohio, and it's been a very productive day for the Case offense. They will snap this one back to Hermanson. He'll swing it out to Von Kahn. He makes the catch near the 40-yard line. Tackled right there. Short pickup. Long second down is coming up. Let's check in with Kyle.
At the end of the third quarter, he was over with head trainer Susie Nichols getting some work on his nose. He had a pretty considerable nosebleed going, and currently while the defense is on the field, he is getting more work done to his nose. Back to you, Dave.
Thank you, Kyle. Whalen took that snap. You mentioned he had a shield in his helmet last year, but going without it this year. Now Hermanson is going to be grabbed in the backfield, and he is dragged down. First man to him was Rich Doolin, who got a paw on him and spun him around, and then he got some defensive help to finish off the sack. Long third down now, 3rd and 12 for Kenyon with just over 13 minutes to play now in the fourth quarter at Case Field. Line up 2 receivers out to the left now. Actually, 3 as Von Kahn takes his position in the slot. Now Hermanson back to throw, goes over the middle, incomplete. And Von Kahn really took a shot by Lee Sasala, who came in there and hit Von Kahn as the ball was arriving. 4th down and 12 for Kenyon. They will have to kick it away.
You could see on that play developing that Von Kahn was the primary target coming out of the slot, was looking for just 3 yards, came across the middle on the drag pattern, and Sasala was right there, recognized it, gave him a pretty good shot.
Here's the punt from Martin. That is a low line drive that will bounce out to Bobby Bott at the 30, out to the 35, and knocked out of bounds right there. By the way, we had a chance to say hello to Brian Calderon, who popped in the booth before the game today. The fine senior defensive end from last year, now graduated, helping out on the sidelines on game day. Said he would love to be back out there today, but no way we can sneak him in. But a great young man and a terrific player in his career for Case. Part of those last 2 undefeated regular season teams, and very happy to see him back today. What a great influence to have him on the sideline. The Whalen comes back out. 4 receiver set, 2 on each side for Case. They start this drive at their own 33. Draw play again. This goes to Meyer for more yardage. 35-40 out to the 45 near midfield, and finally drugged down across midfield. That play has been there all day for Case, and Meyer racking up some very impressive yardage as he ends up at the Kenyon 49-yard line.
He comes off the field limping a little bit. Bill Deitman will check in and take Meyer's place in the backfield. Looks like a cramp for Meyer as they work on him on the sideline.
17-yard pickup on the play. They will hand this one to Deitman. He gets to the 45. Flag comes in as Deitman continues to keep those legs churning. Got a couple extra yards. And I didn't catch the call there, Ed.
It'll be holding against Case.
We will mark this one back from the spot of the foul. Greg Meyer today now up to 83 yards. 11 carries, 83 yards today for the senior out of Clearwater, Florida. This is a Clearwater type of day today for the Spartans and Lords to play in.
Just missing that afternoon rain shower, right?
And the ocean. 41-yard line is where they will mark it after the holding penalty.
Well, he did have the jet flyover by MacDill Air Force Base, pretty close to Clearwater, Florida.
Whalen will work from the shotgun. Again, 4 receivers check in. Whalen looks to throw, rolls to the right. He has 3 guys after him, and he just fires it out of play. Hits one of the trainers over on the sideline. Whalen got out of the pocket so he could just wing it. And it hits a trainer right in the back.
Pretty close to head trainer Susie Nichols.
Everybody's okay. He did not have a whole lot of zip on that one, so it was more of just a wake-up call on the sideline. So Whalen got rid of that ball. 2nd down and 18 for Case as the football rests on the 41-yard line. Whalen has thrown for 351 yards today. Takes the snap. He'll wing this one out to Nicely at the 40, out to the 45-yard line, and tackled there by Brian Jason, senior defensive back out of Holy Name High School here in Cleveland. Nicely the catch and run, but it's a long 3rd down for Case now at 3rd and 14.
Brian Webster will check out. Here comes DJ Sutka back in at tight end for the Spartans.
Sutka today, 3 catches, 22 yards, his first career receiving touchdown. And Whalen now will work from the shotgun. 3 receivers plus Sutka in the game right now for Case. They need 14 for the first down. Whalen looking downfield. Nicely is open. The catch is made at the 30-yard line down to the 25 and out of bounds. First down Case as Whalen waited on Nicely to outrun his man. And he did right along the sideline. And he steps out of bounds at the 24. So Sean Nicely makes the grab, and Case converts on 3rd down, something they did almost half the time last year.
Well, they were 45% on 3rd down conversions for the season. That's a huge number.
31-yard pickup on the play to Nicely. Whalen up to 386 yards passing. 10:45 to go in the football game. Whalen will hand this one to Bill Deitman on another draw play out across the 20 down near the 17-yard line. Bill Dyman with a nice carry there on the draw, and Checken will come into the game now. Dyman over to the sideline. Second down and 3. The football resting on the Kenyon 17.
The Spartans approaching 500 yards in total offense.
Whalen takes the snap. They'll go to Checken looking for the first down. Breaks away from a tackler to the 10, now to the 5, and he's hauled down at the 4-yard line. Checken just bounced off a couple tacklers and motored all the way inside the 5.
I think the first one to have a shot at him was Brandon Ventling, defensive end. And Checken just ran over him.
12-yard pickup for the senior, Corey Checken, the pride of Georgetown, Pennsylvania. 5'8", 220.
Case will show a full house backfield.
Ball is on the 5. First and goal for Case. They'll hand it to Corey Checken. Almost lost the handle on the football. He got back to the line of scrimmage, but that was it. And he's flattened there as he hits the 5-yard line.
Cameron Boyd was in the backfield. His first appearance of the season.
Alex Treggett in on the tackle there on Checken. It's second down and goal from the 4-yard line.
Wholesale changes for Case. They'll bring in 4 new wide receivers for this formation.
Holmick wide to the right. Nicely is in the slot on the right side. Colasar and Webster are on the left. Checken is the lone man in the backfield. Here's the snap back to Dan Whalen. Looks to the end zone. It is caught there at the 2-yard line by Nicely. But he's wrestled down short of the goal line. Mason Stabler there on the tackle for Kenyon.
Well, Stabler was nose to nose with Nicely in the slot when the play started. Sean did a nice job of an outside move, then back to the middle to create just enough space for Whalen to thread the football into.
They got it all the way down to the 1. That's where the football is marked right now. Third and goal from the 1-yard line. Checken lines up in the backfield behind Dan Whalen. Whalen takes a snap, loses the snap, ball loose. It's in the end zone. And who recovers it?
Kenyon recovered. It'll be a touchback.
Kenyon recovers the football on the fumbled snap. Grabbed by Michael I don't know. How do you say his name? Papagni. And we asked about that name before the game. Sophomore linebacker out of Linfield, Mass. Papagni with the reception of that bouncing football into the end zone, and they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line.
Case's center, sophomore Mike Allen, has his left hand wrapped, almost cast-like. So he's been spending the whole day snapping the football with just one hand, his right hand. That was the first exchange that they had problems with. That one cost Case some points.
First play of the drive intended for Charlie Small. Hermanson overthrows Small. It goes out of bounds. Near the 25-yard line was where Small had set up on his route. 8:20 to go here in the fourth quarter. 33-14. Case on top. So the snap to Whalen bounced off of Dan's hands and back over the line of scrimmage into the end zone where Papagni hauled it in. They'll swing this one out to Toot on a little screen pass. He gets out across the 25 out near the 30-yard line.
Whalen's still on the sideline getting some help from the training staff. I wonder if he got hit again in the scrum near the goal line. Caused more bleeding from his nose.
We'll check in with Kyle Akins in just a moment. 7:55 to go in the fourth quarter. Hermanson directing traffic as they get the play in from the Kenyon sideline. Now Hermanson under center tries to dive ahead on 3rd and 1, and I don't believe he got any push at all.
The nose of the football has to touch the 30, and I don't think he got there.
Looks like they are marking it behind the 30-yard line. Dale English the last to get up for Case, and it is short by just inches. Fourth down, inches to go from the Kenyon 29-yard line. .706 to play here in the fourth quarter. 4th and 1. Hermanson takes the snap, hands it to Kyle Toot, and I believe he got the first down.
Second effort will spin his way over the 30-yard line. And Kenyon will retain possession and move the chains.
Just under 7 minutes to play here in the 4th quarter. It is a first down for the Kenyon Lords. Ball just over the 30-yard line. He did not get the first down by much. 6:45 to go. 33-14 Case. Season opener. Back to throw Hermanson across the middle of the field. Von Kahn makes the catch all the way out to the 50-yard line. Tackled by Zach Haas. And Von Kahn with a great catch of 20 yards. Another first down for Kenyon. Case will set up defensively and see if they can stop Kenyon, who is now marching down the field. 6:20 to go. Bad snap. Hermanson goes back to pick it up. Throws it downfield for Charlie Small. Incomplete. So Hermanson saves a busted play there on the bad snap. 2nd down and 10 coming up for Kenyon. So far today, Harry Von Kahn, 11 catches, 106 yards. Hermanson has thrown for 182 yards. He pump fakes, now tries to keep it himself, and he's tripped up before he can get out of the pocket and head upfield.
Lisa Sala came on the blitz, forced him to step back up into the pocket, and with that, just into a sea of red shirts.
So a 3rd down and 14 for the Kenyon Lords. The football marked all the way back now on the Kenyon side of the field at the 46-yard line. Hermanson takes the snap. He'll drop back to throw. Fires a quick pass over the middle to Mike Lukoski. Very short gain, if any. And the Lords are now looking at a 4th down and 12. And right now it looks like they'll keep Hermanson on the field.
We mentioned earlier, Dave, that the Spartans hadn't really tried to stretch the field. At the end of the half, they did then look for a 40 to 50-yard pass play, but Kenyon hasn't stretched the field either. They haven't gone down past about 15 or 20 yards.
Hermanson looks to Von Kahn near the 40-yard line, hits his target, pass complete.
Be very close to a first down, depends on the spot.
Ted Stanley believes they have it. And they will probably take a moment to measure, or will they call it the first down? The chains started to move. And I believe they will probably want to take a look at this. It is extremely close. And they will bring the chains out. Let's take a moment while we have a chance and check in with Kyle on the sideline. Kyle Akins, our sideline reporter. Kyle, what's going on down there?
Yeah, starting tailback Greg Meyer left possession with a right calf injury. The injury does not appear to be overly serious, but judging by the time and score of this one, I'd be surprised if we saw Meyer again today. Back to you, Dave.
Thank you, Kyle. Yeah, we see Meyer limping around down there a little bit right now. He did come off the field with a injury. It looks like they do have the first down by about half the football, Ed, and Von Kahn got enough yardage after the catch to keep this drive alive for the Kenyon Lords.
Well, at this point, it's almost better that the Kenyon offense stay on the field. That way Dan Whalen can take the rest of the afternoon off. And down on the sideline, you see Joey Baum warming up for the Spartans should Case get the football back.
Right now approaching the 5-minute mark here in regulation. Case leading at 33-14. Hermanson to Von Kahn. Catches at the 35. Wrestled out of bounds near the 32-yard line. Pickup of 7. That will put Von Kahn over the 120-yard mark. Dan Whalen, a personal best today, 389 yards. 28 of 33. Whalen extending his own school record for pass completions. This pass intended for Leskoski, and it is too hot to handle over the middle.
Whalen will fall 14 yards short of the school record for yards passing in a game, but next week against Rochester, he'll pass the career mark.
There's 28 completions today. Give him 523 for his career. Another pass out to Small, and it is complete to the 24-yard line from Hermanson to Charlie Small. That's good for a first down. Clock continues to move with 4.5 minutes to play. Coming up on our post-game show, we'll have interviews from the field with Kyle Akins. They get it to Ross on the, or I should say Brett Williams on the completion down to the 15-yard line. That will be just short of the first down. 2nd down and 1 for Kenyon. They are marching down the field here, operating in Case territory on the 15-yard line. Hermanson calls out the signals and takes the snap, wings it out to the far side. This is Williams again. He makes the catch near the 12-yard line, and that's good for a first down. So Hermanson engineering a drive here.
That drive started on the Kenyon 20-yard line after the Lords took over. Case with the fumble inside the 1 that was recovered in the end zone.
1st and 10 from the 12. They can get a first down at the 2, and this one thrown out of bounds by Hermanson. He was looking for Von Kahn over on the far sideline. He was hit by Lee Sasala as he let go of the football.
I'm surprised he could see anything the way Sasala had just engulfed him in the backfield.
Yeah, nobody touched Sasala coming back, and he got a good shot at Mike Hermanson. Hermanson, the senior out of Chagrin Falls, Ohio. Former quarterback of the Chagrin Falls Tigers.
Hermanson, 19 of 28.
He tries to fire a pass to Von Kahn, and it hits him right in the numbers, and it's dropped inside the 5.
Hermanson close to 250 yards passing on the afternoon, so quite an aerial display by both quarterbacks.
Yeah, combined 78 passing attempts today between the two quarterbacks. 3:43 to go here in the 4th quarter. (33-14). Now we've got flags coming out on the play as the Spartans.
There'll be movement on the offensive front for Kenyon.
Spartans were leaning up there a little bit.
Andrew Neely, the right tackle, will get called for the procedure call.
So they move it back. It's 3rd down and 15 now from the 17-yard line. Hermanson gets it out to Von Kahn. He makes the catch. He'll run in from the 10 all the way into the end zone. There's a flag that comes out on the play.
There's a flag down. They're going to call Case for interference, but with the tip ball,
they're going to pick it up. Yeah, they'll pick up the flag after the tip. And it's going to be a touchdown for Von Kahn. 17-yard touchdown pass from Hermanson to Harry Von Kahn. That ball was tipped, but Von Kahn was able to make the catch anyway. And Von Kahn will try to kick the extra point. Low snap. They get it teed up, though, and Von Kahn kicks it through. And that makes it a 33-21 football game here at Case Field with 3:36 to play in the 4th quarter. We'll step away for a timeout. We'll be back with more in just a moment on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Penalties on Case Western Reserve. That penalty was assessed on the kickoff. Need a timeout? Timeout on the field.
3:36 to play here in the 4th quarter. Case leading Kenyon now by 12 at 33-21. So it is a 12-point ball game. Von Kahn with the touchdown reception.
Kenyon was offside on the extra point. It'll cost them 5 yards on the kickoff. Or is that Case that was offside? Case was offside on the kickoff or on the extra point.
So they will mark it up to the 35-yard line to kick off. Three and a half minutes to play here in regulation. The touchdown by Kenyon has tightened things up a little bit here.
I guess, Dave, now that Kenyon's lining up for an onside kick, I'm a little confused as to why they wouldn't go for two instead of the extra point. If you go for two and convert, it's an 11-point game, which is 2 possessions. Here, it's still 2 possessions, but it requires 2 touchdowns instead of a field goal and a touchdown.
They do go for the onside kick, and it is grabbed by Case and dropped. And now they blow the play dead. I guess they are
fell off the tee before contact. So there'll be no kick.
They're going to re-kick it because the tee, or the ball fell off the tee, as Ed said, and it might be fortunate for Case that ball was dropped. I'm not sure who actually came up with it after the ball was loose. They blew the whistles immediately, and they will re-kick this one. Tim Ladwig will try the onside kick. Case has nicely Colasar, Sasala, Paramore, DJ Sutka all stacked up. Jeff Brown is out there as well to try and field this onside kick. So Ladwig ready to approach it again. Kenyon will try the onside kick. Here it is. Big bouncer, and it's grabbed by Nicely at midfield. There's some pushing and shoving going on there between Bo Kelsey and Ryan Colasar, but that diffuses quickly, and the Case offense will come out leading by 12 with 3:32 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Looks like Dan Whalen will come out and take the snaps from center.
Well, with a 12-point lead now after Kenyon marched down to score, tightening up the game a little bit, they keep Whalen in.
Joey Baum was warming up on the sideline.
Whalen with 389 yards passing today. Now Whalen goes back. He'll hand it up the middle. And I believe that's Greg Meyer back in the game. Meyer, who was shaken up a few moments ago, carries. And now Kenyon will take a timeout. Kenyon spends one of their timeouts. They will now have 2 left.
Meyer limping badly as he comes to the sideline.
Ball is on the 48-yard line. We will take a 30-second timeout as well. 3:25 to go here in the fourth quarter on opening day 2009. Case 33 and Kenyon 21. Back after this 30-second timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Nick Miller, our studio producer today. Back at Case Field, Whalen rolls out right, looks downfield, and it is intercepted. Intercepted by the Lords, brought back across the 35, and tackled right there. Justin Morgan, the pick, the senior out of Glendale, Maryland, comes up with the interception, and Kenyon gets a big turnover here with 3:15 to go in the fourth quarter.
Whalen was looking for Cowdrick underneath. He had Homick deep down the sideline, forced one in there, and Morgan came up with the interception. The Lords still have some life, and they still have 2 timeouts. A 5-wide receiver set for Kenyon.
They're bringing the house now on this series, and now it's picked off on the first play. Picked off by Case's Mike Pelyak. Interception, Spartans. And Case gets the ball back as Pelyak returns it to the 36-yard line.
Well, in that setup, we talked about it. When Kenyon went to the 5 wide receiver set, Case decided that they were going to bring the 2 linebackers and the 4 down linemen. They brought more than Kenyon could block. Went one-on-one in the secondary. Hermanson was hit as he threw the football. It floated to the sideline, and Pelyak was there for the interception.
Mike Pelyak with the interception. That is his 3rd career interception for the senior defensive back out of Newton Falls, Ohio. They'll give it to Bill Deitman, and he picks his way forward out to the 30-yard line. Pickup of 6 for the junior out of Mentor. 3:03 to play. And Kenyon takes a timeout here to stop the clock. They are down to 1 timeout now as Ted Stanley tries to continue to manage this football game and give his team an opportunity to fight back into it. 12-point lead for Case, 33-21. We'll take a 30-second timeout. Back with more after this on the Spartans Broadcasting Network.
Booster 10 at the half, and with 9:07 to go in the second quarter, John Carroll and Thomas Moore tied at 7.
Three minutes, 3 seconds left in regulation today on a beautiful day at Case Field. 2nd down and 4 for Case from the 30. Whalen fakes a handoff, back to throw, and throws it short of Corey Checken. 3rd down and 4 coming up for Case. Big days today. Tim Cowdrick, 3 touchdown receptions, 98 yards receiving. DJ Sutka, 3 catches, including his first career touchdown catch. Sam Coffey, 2 field goals, a new career record for field goals made by a Case kicker. And Dan Whalen, of course, a personal best 389 yards passing today, a career high for the senior out of Willoughby South High School. 3rd down and 4. Whalen back to throw. Checken was open. Now they get it to him. Catch is made. 20 down to the 15. 1st down.
Give Whalen 14 yards, and a late flag comes in from the line judge.
Whalen connected with Corey Checken out of the backfield. Whalen had a lot of time there. Great protection.
If it stands, it's a 14-yard completion, which it should if it's a dead ball. If it's a dead ball foul, it should be a 1st down and a 15-yard penalty.
Waiting to get the signal from down below. Personal foul call against Case. You hear the groan from down below.
It should be enough for a first. If it's a dead ball, Dave, doesn't it happen after the play? So the play would stand, and then a 15-yard penalty following the play would make it 1st and 25.
It looks like they are marking it off from the end of that run, or catch and run by Corey Checken. They have yet to mark off the penalty, but they are marking it from the 16-yard line where Checken was tackled. So it'll be moved back to the 31. So the play indeed stands.
So it should be 1st and 25 from the 31-yard line.
Now that's exactly what it is going to be.
But they're going to mark it 1st and 10 from the 31.
If the play stands, it would be, as you said, a 1st down, and then you mark off the penalty yardage.
Play does stand because they've turned it over to 1st down, and Dan Whalen now, I think, is past the 402-yard mark.
That definitely should be a completed pass because they marked that penalty from the end of that play. 1st down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Whalen again fires. The catch is made by Nicely at the 25-yard line. Nicely makes the catch for Sean Nicely, his 7th catch of the day. That's a 6-yard pickup. Nicely is over the 100-yard mark.
409 yards passing for Whalen today.
2nd down and 4. Here is the handoff to Deitman. He has first down yardage across the 20, all the way down to the 17-yard line. Pickup of close to 8 for the junior, Bill Deitman. And the Spartans now with a 1st and 10. The football marked just inside the 18-yard line.
They continue to work on Greg Meyer on the sideline. Calf again cramping up for Meyer.
1:50 to go in the 4th quarter. 33-21. Case with a 12-point lead. Kenyon with only one timeout left. They have valiantly fought to stay in this game today. Down by 12 right now. Case driving with the football. Deitman again carries to the 10. Down to the 5-yard line. Hit and dropped near the 3. Bo Kelsey with the hit to stop Deitman from getting to the end zone. So the Spartans get the first down on the carry from Bill Deitman. It is at the 3-yard line. Double tight end set will check in. Deitman and check and stay out. Coleman and Sutka come in. Cameron Boyd checking in, the sophomore out of Cincinnati, Ohio, will check into the backfield as well. And a whistle and a timeout will be taken, and that will be Kenyon's final timeout, or was that Case? It looks like Case takes the timeout, one of their 3, and we will take a break as well. We have 1 minute, 3 seconds left to go in the 4th quarter. Case with 1st and goal at the 3-yard line, leading it 33-21 over Kenyon. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout on the Spartans Broadcasting Network. Back to Case Field. David Wilson, Ed Doherty. Kyle Aikens roaming the sidelines. And we appreciate you joining us today. Hope you're enjoying our coverage of Case football today. 33-21. The Spartans 1st and goal from the 3. They lead it by 12 and trying to add to it. Whalen over center. Calls out the signals, and the senior will take the snap. He will go back. He will hand this ball to Deitman. He is hit near the goal line and driven backward. Did not get in. And a 2nd down coming up for Case. 1 timeout left for Kenyon. We'll see if they use it here with 48 seconds left.
Here's a stat for you, Dave. The Case Western offense has been in the Kenyon red zone 10 times today. They only have 33 points to show for it, but this is their 10th trip inside the Kenyon 20-yard line.
And one of those times resulted in that fumble into the end zone. Full house backfield again. 2nd and goal from the 2. Whalen will turn around. They hand it to Corey Checken. He rumbles forward, going for the goal line, dives toward the goal line. No signal yet, and I don't believe he got in.
That'll probably be the final play of the football game.
Just 10 seconds left. Kenyon will not stop the clock, and the Spartans will not be able to punch it in. And the final score today, Case victorious in the season opener against a very spirited Kenyon squad today, 33-21.